What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Henry up the middle. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
At the 40-yard line.
Jackson now. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Here's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Randall. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll try and do this himself. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Tyler Loop now to try the field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Back to it now after the made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass complete to Royals. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Now Patrick going to change the play. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. To throw, it's Mahomes. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. To the left side, he's got Royals. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jalen Royals from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Partner, are they going to cover him? That's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
Well, what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at him. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The ultimate speedster, showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They love that.
Made me stand up on that run, because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
Hey, race it on! Come on! 180! Race on! Go ahead. Yo.
From the gun, Jackson slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
At the Chiefs' 11-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Brandon, I think think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
180! 180! 180! Finish up! Finish up!
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Go ahead. Check. 180! 180!
Throwing is Jackson. He'll try to do it himself. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Mahomes going to change things up.
43! Attack!
Again, he'll drop to throw. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 23-yard line.
Yellow!
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throw out wide to Walker. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are once again back in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. Now it's Jackson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, 43 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Looking middle, he finds Lewis. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
A gain of 14. First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll find Harry on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And the slot man goes in motion left. Mahomes going to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Now Mahomes going to shift him around.
First and goal.
Now receiver in motion left. And again it's Mahomes. He completes this to Walker. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kenneth Walker, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chiefs continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And some room to maneuver. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they'll change things up. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pass to the right side, hauled in by Royals. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped him. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 65 yards. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end. But he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
And Walker has it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. Ravens 17. Teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who was not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
The 38-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Mahomes now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Mahomes. He's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you could actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
From the 22, Mahomes. Got a man open. That's Harry. Good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Walker now in first and 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
First and goal, Kansas City.
Yellow.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll look to throw. A check down here to Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
Brings up second and goal.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Velus Jones from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Baltimore
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Middle.
Up the middle they go. Randall. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
180! You change it. Go.
Jackson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He'll drop to throw.
Mahomes will do it himself. An ill-advised throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Now he's loose again. How about this? Racing to the end zone.
They're all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 84 yards.
And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now down to 20.
Ravens 24. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
17 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. Going deep for Walker. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Hey, 57, 57. Yellow. 50, yellow. 40, yellow. Hey, Sunday.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
An audible here to get a new look.
Hey, 43. Hey, 15. Yellow. 15. What's that?
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He'll try to do it himself.
Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Jalen Royals
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now it's Jackson. He'll try to pick it up himself. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Out quickly here to Rooney. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the 2nd half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mahomes going to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. The improv out there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Now Patrick going to change the play. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Yellow.
Gain of 3 on the play. And first down, Chiefs.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it.
On the RPO, he'll keep it.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The Chiefs going to play on another week as we say so long, everybody.